are gearing up for their 46th summit in Kuala Lumpur, with talks set to focus on the crisis in Myanmar and tensions in the South China Sea. Secretary General Kao Kim Horn says the bloc is responding to Myanmar's situation both as a group and individually, including the aftermath of the recent earthquake. On the South China Sea disputes, he confirmed that the ASEAN and China are still committed to finalising a deal by next year. The two-day summit, beginning on May the 26th, will also see the launch of ASEAN's Community Vision 2045, a long-term plan to strengthen regional integration and partnerships. Leaders will unveil 4 strategic plans to boost cooperation across member states. The ASEAN chief says this isn't a reactive move, but a visionary step towards shaping the region's future. Let's listen in to what he had to say.
Key issues and the main agenda for the 46th ASEAN Summit is the signing of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045 and the 4 new strategic plans. Myanmar is an issue because the ongoing developments in Myanmar, including the recent 7.7 magnitude earthquake, and how ASEAN has been responding, both collectively and individually, to that earthquake, as well as the ongoing developments inside. The issue, of course, is the ongoing negotiations for the code of conduct in the South China Sea, which, of course, both sides, meaning China and ASEAN, are committed to finalize this negotiation by next year.
We move on once again. In a fiery speech at West Point, US President Donald Trump addressed the Military Academy's 2025 graduating class, praising the Army as the greatest in the world and claiming credit for rebuilding it. Wearing his signature Make America Great Again cap, Trump used the commencement to mix encouragement with a sharp attack on policies he calls woke. He took aim at diversity, equity and inclusion programs, vowing to ban critical race theory and transgender initiatives in the military. Trump said the military's job is to dominate any foe and not host drag shows or transform foreign cultures. This marks his second time speaking at West Point. His first was in 2020, during the height of the pandemic. Since returning to office in January, Trump has moved quickly to roll back progressive military policies enacted under Joe Biden. Let's listen in to what the US President Donald Trump had to say.
You are the first West Point graduates of the golden age of America. This is the golden age, I tell you. Promise. We're in a new age. This is the golden age. We've liberated our troops from divisive and demeaning political trainings. There will be no more critical race theory or transgender for everybody forced onto our brave men and women in uniform, or on anybody else for that matter in this country.
Moving on now to South America, a university field trip in Colombia turned deadly on Saturday. At least 10 people were killed and 11 others were injured after a bus carrying students and staff crashed in the western region of Quindío. Authorities say the driver lost control while crossing the helicoil bridge. Several passengers were thrown from the vehicle into a ravine. The bus was carrying 26 people from Tolima to Quindío, including 22 students, 2 teachers and a communications officer from Humboldt University. The university has declared 2 days of mourning to honour the victims, including students, faculty and administrators. Road accidents remain a major threat in Colombia, which reported an average of 22 traffic deaths per day in 2024. That's all we have time for.